Hey, what's going on, Todd? This is Jack here with Mr. and Mrs. Leeds. We actually stopped by your location off of Union and no Academy and that Dublin area, that Arctic spot out there. And we talked to Taylor, a really cool guy, and he can tell he really knows what he's doing. So great job picking him up. The reason why I'm contacting you was because what we do basically we do online marketing and search engine optimization, and basically we help businesses get on the top of Google. And I'm sure you understand how important that is because everyone's on Google nowadays, basically searching up for various keywords and things like that online. And so that's essentially what we do. And what I wanted to do basically in this video is introduce myself first, and then kind of go over your website as a search marketer and see what I can see as in terms of your SEO, as well as what kind of keywords we could potentially go after, as well as how we go about doing that if we were to tackle this project on together. All right. So without further ado, let me go ahead and dive into the nitty gritty. And as I go along, I'll kind of explain why it's so valuable to get there, and then some other things that I can see. Okay. All right. So the first thing that I noticed is that you have had some kind of SEO work done, or maybe you've been doing it personally, here and there, because back in 2013 is when the site was basically built, or maybe it was before that. Just that's when like a little bit of SEO was done, and it's kind of fallen, and then it's been kind of up and down and that kind of thing. So the reason why I can tell that is because the number of referring domains and backlinks right here. Do you see right here where my mouse is hovering? Basically, this is a very important metric and very important with SEO, because nowadays it's not enough just to have like a really nice website. It's not enough to just have like really good reviews and really good photos and videos. What you need to do is you need to do a lot of search engine optimization stuff so that you can build the authority to your site, because authority in turn has a huge, huge impact on how highly you rank for the keywords you want to rank for, as well as how quickly you get there once the authority is cooked into your site. And so how we measure authority and how we build the authority on your site, if we were to do the SEO for you, is to basically build more relations with other websites online. And what I mean by relations is basically, for example, what we need to do is we need to go out there and have your website and your brand mentioned via hyperlink. So for example, if there's a blog out there, right, that's called the hottubblog.com, and they make a new blog post and they say, hey, if you're looking for the best hot tubs in Colorado Springs, check out arctic-cos.com. And then there'd be a hyperlink, so if someone clicks on that link, it would direct them to your site. So just in the fact that that blog actually has a hyperlink that links back to your site is actually tracked by Google, and Google uses that information, believe it or not, to actually determine how authoritative your site is. And so at the end of the day, you want a lot of these blogs, right? You want a lot of these directories, a lot of these newspapers and things like that in the local area in Colorado Springs to bring relevance, to basically to link back to your site, because it tells Google that you're the kind of website that other people trust. And you're the kind of website that other people like to refer their own visitors to, because they're basically like, hey, check out these guys. Hey, click on this link and go visit their website, right? And so in Google's eyes, it's a very powerful trust signal. And so they cook authority to your site when you have a lot of these websites linking back to your site. And so we need to make sure that we do the SEO so we can start building the authority to your site and start ranking you highly for the various keywords you want to rank for. Now, that's not all of the pie that goes into ranking your site, but that is a good large portion of it. And that's what we want to make sure we nail that portion when we do this project on together. Because right now, in your current situation, you're sitting at 34 live websites linking back 172 times. And we need to make sure that we're closer to about 300 live websites linking back about 2 to 3,000 times. And that's really going to show Google that you're an authoritative site and you deserve to be at the top of Google for the various keywords people are searching for when people are doing it online. Now, when we were talking to Taylor, he's a straight hustler, right? He's going online on Facebook, he's going on Craigslist, and he's posting stuff like, hey, hot tubs and this and that, and he's getting actual sales and leads from that, right? So you can see people are actually willing to go find an ad online or find someone that's selling this stuff and actually call and actually purchase it through that avenue. And so you know it clearly works, right? Now what we need to do is we need to optimize and make sure that we put our focus in on the biggest player in the online space, which is Google, right? So when you're looking for a specific service, when you're looking for a specific product, right? Nowadays, what people do, like let's say your toilet's broken, right? Or let's say that you're looking for uh, a, a someone in the local area to like remove your tree or something like that, right? It's a service. And what people do is they go online and they type in, plumbing repair, plumber near me, or, lawn or tree removal service, Colorado Springs, something like that, right? In the same regard, and I'll show you in a sec exactly the actual metrics, people are typing in hot tubs in Colorado Springs, buy hot tub in Colorado Springs, buy tub Colorado Springs, all those different phrases onto Google, and that's where you want to make sure you are front and center, because these are real people, legitimate people that are on their smartphones, that are behind laptops and computers, that are actually searching these phrases online and looking to purchase it. And so if you're not front and center when people are searching for that, you're losing to your competitors, and you're just handing your business over to those competitors that have done more SEO online to their website, right? And so I know you guys are doing well already at your locations. And so what we really need to do is just make sure we take it to the next level and really make your marketing dollars a lot more effective and stretch a lot further online. Because at the end of the day, we understand as search marketers that there is an ROI behind what we do, right? And so when you're putting a certain amount of marketing dollars down to your SEO person, we know that we have to bring a certain number of people through the doors and hopefully have them land so that it makes sense for you to continue paying us. If you're not making money while you're paying us, then it doesn't make sense for you to give us, continue paying us and for us to continue working together. And I understand that, right? And so at the end of the day, that's essentially what our goal is to literally make sure that you get more business so that you can continue to pay us and we can continue to build our relationship and then rank you for more keywords and just keep on building up your business and growing from there. And so that's essentially what we want to do, and that's exactly what my plan of attack is going to be if we're to tackle this project on together, all right? So I hopped on over to our organic keywords tab. What this is basically does is basically it goes over exactly like the specific keywords that people are typing into Google, as well as kind of what the metrics are behind those. So you'll see like hot tubs, Colorado Springs. You see that? Gets searched 200 times. Arctic spas, Colorado Springs gets 80 searches per month. You're actually doing well. You're ranking on the number first and the number 3 spot. I'm going to explain why we need to try a little bit harder, and there's a couple of other things that we need to make sure that we optimize as well. So, recently now, it shows right here on your metric that your organic traffic spiked up 698. So right here, you'll see normally you're hovering around 212-ish. As soon as my computer loads here. There we go. So normally you hover around 237, 220, all the way up to 500, and then there's just a big spike. The reason being there's a spike is because you actually randomly ranked for the keyword tricky spot, and it has nothing to do with hot tubs and things like that. I don't recommend searching it at the office. So anyways, it's not relevant to your space, so even though you got a big spike in traffic, it's not actually pertains to your business. Right. So Arctic spas, Colorado Springs hot tubs in Colorado Springs. So there's a lot of people, hot tub repair Colorado Springs. I know you guys do a little bit of like refurbishing. So that kind of keyword potentially you could go after, maybe build that side of your business a little bit more. Arctic spas, Colorado Springs pool and spa, hot tubs, Colorado Springs. So a lot of keywords that people are actually typing into Google in various ways that we're actually doing really well. And we're like in the top like 5 positions, right? Down the line. And we just want to make sure we continue pushing it so that you're really on the first spot. So when I type in hot tub, like this keyword right here, hot tubs, Colorado Springs. One thing that I did notice when I was on there is, do you see right here? This is what we call the map pack. The Colorado Springs hot tub sales and service. So especially when people are on their phone, this actually brings a lot of business being shown up right here. But do you see how yours isn't showing up on here? If you click more places, you'll see that you're down here, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, is this you guys? No, that's not you guys. This is throwing me off. Because you guys are Arctic Spas, right? Not Aqua. Um, 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 um. Oh, Bliss by Arctic Spas. Oh, okay. So yeah, Bliss by Arctic Spas. So website Arctic COS. Honestly, there we go. So okay, so Bliss by Arctic Spas. So that is the name of the business. Okay, okay. Sorry, that threw me off. Actually, I would look into making this more prominent. Bliss by Arctic Spas. Do you see how the Arctic Spas you're basically using? I believe it's like a logo um of the is Arctic Spas the like the brand? I believe Arctic Spa is like the brand of the actual hot tub, right? And then you also sell other stuff, and so it's Bliss, right? Okay, okay. I think on the website stuff, actually, I'll hop on that in a sec, but let me apologize about the little distraction, but let me go back to what I was talking about. So right now you are on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th spot, right? If we just moved you up 2 more spots, you would show up on the map pack, where it actually gets a lot of visitors to their site, especially when people are on their mobile, because when they're mobile, they want directions, right? They want to actually visit a store, and so these are very powerful places to be on because they're just gonna click on it and hit directions. And there's only 3 spots here, and we want to make sure, since you're on the 5th spot, to bump you up so that you're on the 1st spot. And so obviously that comes into with SEO. It actually has different algorithm for that portion of it, which is why we provide as a different service along with our SEO. But definitely something that we can do for you and very good at. Right, so Hot Tub Haven, Colorado Springs, Hot Tubs, and the Arctic COS, right? So you're number 3rd, you're behind these guys. And so if you want to beat these competitors, that means that you need to hire us, right? So, but yeah, we want to make sure that you are ahead of your competitors, obviously, because they get a lot more visitors to their site and more business because they're on the 1st and 2nd spot. Statistically, how it works is basically 95% of people, when they search up a specific keyword or query into Google, stay on the 1st page. They never go on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th page, so 5% of them. So very rarely. And then from there, the map pack gets about 40% of that traffic. And then it, also, like right here, these guys get like 40% of it. These guys get like 20% of it. These guys get like no, it's like it's more like it's like 40, 30, 20, like, and then like 10, 5, and then just kind of like mingled out throughout there for the remaining like 95%. So we really want to make sure like you get, just by moving you up 2 spots, you get so much more traffic to your site. And so yeah, I don't want to drag this out further, but I hope at the very least, Todd, you got some insight out of this. What I want to do is basically show you real quick one of our clients that was in a very similar situation to you, where they were ranking well, but we really took it to the next level for these. And then Bob over here, Bob at ARM Window Tint, see ARM Window Tint right here? They weren't in the map pack, and so now they see it. And see, these guys don't even have their website pulling up because they didn't do their indexing correctly. So we got website directions, and then boom, ARM Window Tint, right? I don't know why Yelp is showing up before them. Normally when I pull it out, they're always on the number 1 spot, but whatever. So yeah, boom, Window Tint, Colorado Springs, huge keyword. And in Colorado Springs that we rank, and a bunch of other keywords as well. And so they were like on the 5th, 6th spot right here. And so then we moved them up to the 1st spot. Obviously, of course, when I'm doing the recording, they're behind Yelp for whatever reason. But yeah, we got them for mainly on the 1st page, 1st spot, and then we got them on the map pack as well, and searched them, and then they're getting a ton of business. I think they've doubled, and actually even more. It's just that Bob is a little bit hesitant to let us know how well we're doing for him, or else he thinks that we're gonna upsell him and sell him more or charge him more, but that's okay. But we're doing really well for him. He's super happy with us, and he brings us referrals and things like that. But that's the kind of results that we can do for you as well, Todd. And oh, one last thing that I do want to mention is if you have some money left over for marketing that you could potentially use, I would consider actually redesigning the site, because you want to make sure that your site is better looking than your competitors, or at least as just as nice, right? Because when there's people that are actually visiting and shopping around online, if they see your site and they see a competitor site and their competitor site is better, odds are they're probably gonna go with the other competitor site. It's just pure user behavior, and that's just how it works. So if you have some money left aside, I would definitely recommend um, redesigning the site because it has a couple of elements that are a little bit outdated, just to be 100% honest with you. And there's a lot better ways. I actually really like this video. We could actually probably keep this video, right? And then kind of layer in the site around it as well if we want to do it that way. But yeah, this needs to be a click to call. So basically now I'm going into where like once we get the visitors to your site, we want to actually get them converted, right? So at the end of the day, like I said, it's about building new business. So now we're going to make sure that once they hit your site, they actually call you. They actually, hit the directions and visit your location or um, or contact you online and ask you some questions so you can kind of build a relationship and then hopefully get them to buy something at the end of the day. All right. So appreciate it, Todd, and would love to talk to you further about this and then just kind of see what we can do for you. We're local here in the Springs, obviously, so we can meet in person. We can do it over the phone or email, whatever floats your boat. All right. Thanks.